Super Zoom. Hi, Eternal Mother. Hi, Big Trick T. Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. I'm Aphrodite Rose Starfire. Welcome to my channel. Happy Saturday. Oh, went down to 4 people. That's okay. That's okay. Can you hear me all right? Am I coming through? Some kelp. Finally made it to the beach. Haven't been to the beach in a bit. Eternal Mother says, looks beautiful. Thank you. Yes. See if I can. I got my little iPhone stand right here. See if we can MacGyver it. Hopefully dogs are getting on it. Oh no, we're down to 3 people. It's okay. So lots of crazy updates. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Oh, 8 people. Woo-hoo. I've been working hard. The time card stuff is really messed up. The ADP time punch, like electronic time punch stuff, it's really messed up. Like, it used to, like back when I worked and I punched in on the computer, it would count every minute, but now they like round up. So if you can punch in 5 minutes early, but you don't get credit for that 5 minutes. And then you can punch out 5 minutes late, 6 minutes late, and it doesn't give you credit for those 6 minutes worked. So if I did like 5 minutes early, 6 minutes late, that's like an extra 11 minutes I should be paid for. But it doesn't pay you for it. It's really messed up, this like rounding thing that it does. But whatevs. So yeah, working the 8 to 5. 8 to 5. Is that a seal swimming? There's something in the water. I think it might be a seal. Don't see it anymore. Oh, there's a dog. Hi, dog. Hi. Somebody pee there? Hello. Okay. I think a dog must have peed on this because they smell it. Everybody's got dogs here. It's a dog place. Hi, Creator Mom. Oh. Oh yeah. Today's my day off, but I have to pay rent. I haven't gotten my checks yet, so I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that. All the fun stuff with the Matrix. So my new car that I got, the new old car, needs a new transmission. I think I bought a lemon. What is that? Is that a person? What is that? Where did it go? Where is this? Anywho. Love, Learn, and Grow, what's up? It's a dog eat dog world, or dog eat dog world. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, a Pisstal. Yeah, I'll get to that. But let's perch you on the PP log, the PP driftwood log. So I drove up to the Bay Area for Thanksgiving with my dad and stepmom and my stepbrother and his girlfriend. And I think that took it out of my new old car. My new old car took a crap right as I was getting back to my place on Sunday. Literally, like, got off the exit off the freeway and went to the first stop sign and stopped, and then started to drive, and it like was like it wasn't shifting in the first, and then so pulled over, put a few quarts of transmission fluid in there because it was not even reading on the level for the transmission fluid. And then after I put transmission fluid and I could drive it, drove it to my place, and then I dropped it off at a shop like on Tuesday, I think. And I wasn't really happy with the service. I dropped it off in the morning, and it is a seal, before work, and they said I could, and then they didn't call me all day. I kept calling to check in. They're like, oh, we're really busy. Hi, Benton. And then they closed at 5 when I get off work, and I had to call them again at like 4:15. You're like, hey, what's going on with my car? And they're like, oh, well, it needs a new transmission. And the lady will call you tomorrow to give you a quote. I'm like, so you guys like offer rides? Like, how am I gonna get home from work? And so I ended up picking up my car from the shop after hours and driving it back home. And then again the next day nobody called me, so I had to call them. And then I was always talking to this front desk lady. She's like, yeah, you need a transmission, and they quoted me, and it's more than what I paid for the freaking car. It's way more than I paid for the car. So it's like, okay. And it's a used transmission with 90,000 miles on it, and they can't even get it till like December 12th. So it seemed like it was way too expensive. It wasn't $6,000. I have a Honda. It's the gold car on one of my shorts. I got that car. It's a 2001, so it's old. But I guess everything's fine on it except the transmission. The thing is, it's still drivable. As it's leaking transmission fluid, and but it's still drivable as long as I keep the transmission fluid topped off and like really baby it, like going in and out of first gear from a stop. I can't like, give it a lot of gas and have it shift quickly because it doesn't like that. It's like ease in the first and second. But so yeah, I'm gonna have to. They didn't give me like any paperwork. I had to pay for a diagnostic. I paid over the phone to get my car back, and yeah. So I'm like, well, I'll think about it. And then yesterday, I walked to the shop on my lunch break to see, like, I was like, do you guys have the diagnostic? Like, can I have the paperwork to see what's wrong with it? And she's like, oh, we didn't send you the link. And I'm like, no. And then they sent it to me right then, and it's like this link to all the pictures and like, all their inspection stuff. I guess there's like play on the transmission that's making it like you can move it horizontally and you're not supposed to be able to move it, and that's like causing the leak or whatever. I don't know. So I guess I'm gonna shop around and see, or I just might just keep driving it until it totally poops out. Hey Adrian, what's up? Nice to see you. So yeah, I got transmission issues. Again. Freaking sucks. Yeah. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that. Hi Kat, what's up? So that's kind of crappy. I mean, I don't have to drive far from my work. It's just kind of to and from, but it's like, if I want to drive any distance, I have to be pretty careful. It's not the most reliable car, but at least I have AAA. So yeah, I've been working hard, doing medical stuff. Like, people are really sick. Like, the specialty I'm in, like, some people are really sick, and they just kind of are like that on a daily basis, just like miserable in the way their sickness presents. I thought I needed to admit one guy to the hospital the other day, but I guess it was just the type of disease he had. It was kind of his normal, and the doctor was not even phased. So I was like, should we admit him? But we just put him on a high-dose steroid taper. Yeah. So, but I've been seeing like 16 patients a day by myself, making medical decisions, prescribing medications when needed. But that's what I've been doing. It sucks because I wake up, before the sun comes up. I leave work after the sun, I leave home after the sun comes up, but I live really close to my work, so I just drive to work and then start work at 8. Well, actually start work at 7:55, that's when I clock in. And then I'm seeing patients. Some of my, usually 4 of my visits are on the phone, and I get to be in my office, but then the rest are in person in the office. Yesterday I actually saw 17 patients. So yeah, I got my first paycheck and they didn't do all my hours. They missed 0.25 OT, and I had to check the hours, and the hours weren't right. I'm like, what? I guess I have to keep an eye on that. But California takes out a lot of tax. The California tax was like half of what the federal tax was. I was like, dang, that took a lot of money out. Sucks. Dimitri Dan show, Dan. What's up? Hi, Red Dawn. Sorry, I'm sniffling. Hey, girly. Yeah, so I'm getting to the Pisstal. Why do you think people are so sick? I think people are so sick of what they eat. People are reacting to the chemicals on the food. Hey, Dan. Hey, Benton. Red Dawn says we have facial recognition to clock in, clock out. I'm like, whoa! Facial recognition to clock in and clock out. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I mentioned that my neighbor, he likes to battle his demons at night and drink, and he'll literally be outside my apartment like screaming at nobody, like hollering, because he's like belligerently drunk, and you know, whatever, but so your coworkers made a printout? A printout of what? Who's so toxic? Yeah. Coworkers make a printout? So yeah, so Dimitri's still around, and he goes out, to smoke, to have a like smoke break or whatever, and he came back in to my place and kind of cracks the door open. He's like, "Are you pointing a?" I'm gonna be careful about what I say for internet purposes. But he's like, "Are you pointing a blank at me, bro? Are you pointing that at me?" And then my neighbor's like, I could hear my neighbor. He's like, "Yeah, you're always coming in and out." And then Dimitri's like, "Are you seriously pointing that at me? Like, are you seriously pointing that at me right now? That's not cool. That's not cool." And then he's like, "Oh man, I'm on your side. Don't worry, the safety's on. I'm on your side, man." And then Dimitri closed the door. He's like, "You just was pointing that at me." Like I guess my neighbor was like hanging out of his door with a, you know what, just like aiming it like at Dimitri. And it was like at 7 o'clock in the evening. It wasn't even like late. It was, a weekday. And, but Dimitri felt pretty strongly that we needed to call the police. And, I don't really want to cause like issues in my area, but yeah, it's kind of like pretty messed up. I've never had this really happen before, but I mean, the neighbor gets really drunk, and he's older. He's like an older guy. He lives by himself with his dog. And I had just talked with him in the driveway that evening. I just had talked to him, and he was asking me if I knew a dentist, and like we had a good chat. So I don't know if he just got too drunk. Like some guys when they get drunk, they like to play with their things, and like old army people and stuff, they like clean their stuff. They clean them like when they're drunk, or I don't know. But yeah, I guess he was pointing it at Dimitri. But he went and notified some enforcements, and they didn't do anything about it. Like, and I knew they wouldn't. I knew that, I think if you're on your property and, there's nothing to be done. I don't know what the rules are, but they didn't do anything about it. So I don't know if I'm supposed to tell my landlord or if I just leave it alone. And this is the same guy who wrote a nasty gram on my door about my bread truck before I found a place to store it. So pretty messed up. Hopefully I don't die leaving my place at 7 o'clock at night to go to the store or something. Yay! It's weird, traveling the United States or whatever in the bread truck. We never had a bang bang pulled on us, and here I am in a nice area and getting a thing pointed at. I mean, it wasn't at me, but still. Having that happen right next door. I pretty much live next door to a demon. He's a demon, and he hollers all night long at nobody. He's just screaming at nobody. Not screaming, but he's arguing with demons, basically, really loudly. And I think after the enforcements knocked on his door, and I think he just said, oh, it was an accident or something. He told them oh, it was an accident or something I don't know what happened, but they didn't do nothing happened after that. I don't think he got it taken away. He definitely wasn't arrested or anything like that. Probably just told, calm down, bro. But after that, I could hear him hollering, and he was saying my name. I don't know if he was saying I'm a traitor. I don't know. But this guy is unhinged. So, yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Yeah. Canadians are using their palms. Kat says, driving to the farmer's market. Did I get your I don't think I got your email. Trudan says, we'll be safe if it happens again, probably get it on record. Yeah. Leveler and Gross says, that is scary. Yeah. I mean, who knows at what, at all times, if we have stuff pointed at us, ready to fire, but to actually know that this guy was standing outside of his door with and he's all drunk. So I kind of I don't really know what to do about it right now, if I should. I don't want to be causing problems in my neighborhood. I didn't want I don't want to be that. I know, and I'm not the one causing the problem, and I probably should act on it, but then it's I still have to live next to this guy if nothing is done. He's still right there next door to me, so I have to consider that. Look at these. So there's a regular plane, a regular prop crane with no frostiness coming off the back end. Yeah, lots of aerial activities. Oh, there's one right there going. A lot of these are just slingshotted from land. They're not actually planes. They're like little slingshots, catapulted. So what else? Oh, the sanity machine. Steven person has been making videos about me. I think he's obsessed. I guess he thinks I'm harming people by making videos, showing my face during my lunch break. I don't know. And Ann Pearson, she used to be my YouTube friend or be on my side, but she's like his cheerleader now. And she wrote some nasty comment about Kat, and then she wrote some nasty comment about me, saying I have like black eyes, like my eyes are getting black or something. Like, I don't know what color my eyes have never been blue. They've always been pretty deep brown. They're definitely not black. I have big pupils. Hi, Pixel Pixie. It's a noise campaign. Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay? No, Benson, the cops didn't take him away. They just like knocked on his door and asked him, you know, what happened, and I think he just said it was an accident. And then that's it. Like, they didn't do anything. I mean, I think as long as you're not threatened, like you don't say a verbal threat, or I don't know what the rules are, but I mean, this guy was on his own property, like outside of his front door. Well, I mean, he rents too. It's not like he owns the property, but yeah, no, nothing was done. Nothing really happened, except now that he knows, the neighbor knows that the law enforcement were notified. So yeah, kind of a sticky situation. So yeah, what do you guys think? Should I tell my landlord? About this? The other people in my building say that they want this guy out. Like, they've been trying to get this guy out of the unit. So I mean, this might help get this guy out. But I also don't want to put a target on my back, you know. Like, I don't want to be like, you know, reporting and then nothing happens, and so now this guy knows that I've been, you know, like he might have something more against me, or. But he's the one that wrote he's the one that called the landlord about my bread truck. Like, he has no problem like snitching on me and then acting nice to my face. So Dan says more truth equals more haters. Okay, good. So Lever and Gross says, I would talk to your landlord and ask him not to be watching your apartment even if it was a mistake. Benton says, if he's not a felon already, he probably didn't technically break the law. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think he actually, you know, I don't know. You think in California they have like stricter rules against bang bang things, but I think if you're in your house, you know, I don't know. It's pretty messed up though, because he gets unhinged at night. Like, he drinks, I think, and then just starts hollering at ghosts. I feel bad for his dog. So hopefully I survive the beach. It's real on these streets. Mr. McGee, what's up? It's good to leave a paper trail in case the incident starts to crop up. Yeah. Sentence is pretty sure in one's residence is legal. Yeah. I think so. I mean, it's the Dose Amendment, right? So it is allowed. Yeah, and I don't know if pointing it at somebody, if that's like legally a threat. I don't know, like threatening violence. Like I don't know if that counts as that. Love Learning Gross says the crazy neighbor might actually think he was protecting you. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going through this guy's head. And like I said, I had like a jovial conversation with him, like not only like 2 hours before this happened, like in the driveway. I was chatting with him, and he was asking if I, knew any dentists or anything. And he was talking to me about my car, and that he could get something cheaper, a transmission cheaper for me. He was like, if you were my daughter, I could get stuff cheaper, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. I've been feeling bad for Sammy because he doesn't really have any outdoors. He's at home all day by himself. So I need to start trying to walk him on a leash, get him outside, and some vitamin D. But he goes outside and sniffs around at night. But then that's the thing too, is that when we let him outside at night, I have to leave my front door cracked open, and I can hear my neighbor hollering even more. But yeah, I think that Dimitri was really surprised. He thought that the enforcements were going to do something about it, and I was like, they're not going to do anything. It's only just going to, it's only just going to show that, maybe I'm a snitch or whatever, pretty much. And they didn't do anything. At least they didn't come, I think they stopped up the street. They didn't, pull right in front of my apartment with their vehicles. So it wasn't a big scene, is what I'm saying, which is what I was worried about. I was worried about having a big scene. But it wasn't. It was really low-key, and they didn't do anything, like I figured. But, yeah, I guess it's on record. I think in Canada, things are a lot different. But I don't know, when my dad was a cop in San Diego, a deputy sheriff, he told me when he'd get called out on domestic violence calls, and the guy was had a bang, my dad would make the guy give him the clip and the bull and he would my dad would hold on to it overnight, and in the morning he'd put it in the guy's mailbox just so that he didn't have capabilities of using it after they left. But I don't even know, I don't think, enforcements do that right now, these days. They're not as intimate, everything's recorded now, so they have to do everything by the book, and I don't know what the rules are. Yeah, but maybe if I tell my landlord, it'll get this guy kicked out. Yeah, Dan, he's orange. Does tabby mean that they're orange, or tabby is a type of orange cat? I always get confused, because on Sammy's paperwork, he's listed as American domestic short hair. It doesn't say tabby yet. Like, is tabby a type of orange cat? Like, I always think like tabby is orange and then it has like the white kind of speckled whiskers and like the white chin. Or does tabby mean orange? Like any orange cat is a tabby. I still have yet to figure this out. But he's orange. If orange means tabby, then yeah, he's a tabby. But he's not the type that has like the white belly. He's like a creamsicle orange with kind of stripes. It's a cat breed. Yeah, well, he's American domestic short hair orange. His original paperwork, his name was Rudolph. Rudolph the red-nosed kitty cat. Because I got him close to Christmas. For my birthday. He was a birthday present. Yeah. You can dress up your cat as King something, Tabby. Oh, is that from Aristocats? So I have to pay some rent today, pay some bills, maybe go to the store, probably do laundry. Those are kind of dragon clouds, right? It looks like a dragon vertebral column. Where's the plane? Oh, the plane! The plane! The plane! I have a hard time seeing on my phone. Can you guys see it? Oh. The plane! The plane! Alright, well, I'm going to do some meditations. I'm going to sit and think about it. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I won't die. I'll live to live another day. I mean, I think my neighbor is pretty harmless. He's just got his own demons. But yeah, like pointing the thing at your neighbors is effed up. So send me good vibes on my transmission. Maybe I can just milk it and keep driving it and nothing will happen. As long as I keep the transmission fluid topped off. But yeah, apparently to give myself a new used, I mean, it's not even a new transmission, it's a used transmission. To give myself a used transmission, it's like 1.5 times as more expensive as what I paid for the car. So, don't really know what I'm going to do about that. Hence is the life of the Matrix. Matrix life. Alright, hope you guys are all doing well. Thanks for the high vibes, Adrian. Thanks for joining me.